Day, fellow people of this earth. All right, thought of the day is sometimes in life you have to make tough decisions and let people fall out of your life. You have to let that energetic cord go that's keeping you together in that relationship, whether it's a friendship or a partnership or even to a certain extent reducing your exposure to, say, family members or a certain family member that might be triggering you a lot. Um, Sometimes it's ideal to look at if someone's triggering you or you have a certain level, a certain standard, and that person you engage with isn't meeting your standards and you have that expectation on them to meet a certain standard. Sometimes you can communicate and work things through, but other times, if you're changing and you're evolving as a human, sometimes it's best to let certain people in your life that you no longer resonate with fall away. And it can be difficult to do that because you might have some level of emotional bond or connection, especially if it's a partner, a girlfriend or a boyfriend. You have this connection and there's fear of losing that. But that fear is preventing you from finding something more aligned. The fear of loss is stopping you from gaining more than what you already have. So, like certain people meet at a certain point on their journey, and you can either like sort of keep going together, or at certain point, you split off. Two people develop differently, and you have a different worldview or a your beliefs change about how you see the world, and it's learning when to let go of that relationship or the control over having to have it, the fear of loss, rather than the gain that you're going to get from opening up the space to allow new to come in. So when you're stuck in the fear of loss, you're not closing one door and allowing the new door to open. The new door can't open for you until you close the past door. By letting go of relationships that aren't serving you, you allow more aligned things to come into your life, more aligned people to come into your life based on who you are now. So it's about making that tough choice about when to let things go. And energetically, it's difficult to make that call because we're in a very stuck in this growing up in a people pleaser mentality of, oh, you don't want to be obtuse or come across as rude, or you just want to go with the flow and appear easy. But say, for example, like you have friends and maybe you used to go drinking with them, but you no longer want to go out and drink with them. It's hard for you to communicate your truth because of you might be fearful of judgment. You might be fearful of letting them down. You might have known them since you were, you know, really young, or you have a long history with them, and it's like, well, I don't really want to connect in that way anymore. Can you either be open to communicating how you want to connect and see if that can work, or if it's not possible, can you just communicate your truth with them and say that really doesn't, that way of relating doesn't uh, excite you, or doesn't, you don't get any joy from it anymore, and you're looking to do other things. So it's about having those tough conversations and about letting go of those relations that aren't serving you, and where you have evolved or changed, you have to allow that process to occur and speak in your truth. Because at the end of the day, if you're coming from a place of just putting yourself first, and from a good heartfelt space, you're not there to hurt anyone, but you're just putting yourself first and your needs first, then you don't there shouldn't be any worry about how another person may perceive what you tell them, about another person being upset by it, because you're not coming at it from a place of malice, or a place of negativity or hurt. You're just coming at it from a place of, this is my truth, and this is what I need, this is what's best for me. And allowing if the other person allowing the other person to have the choice, the freedom to choose how they respond to whatever you have to communicate to them, instead of worrying about how they're going to receive your message. Allow yourself to speak your truth, and allow yourself to let go of old relationships that don't serve you, and allow new ones to come in. Close those old doors so that you can open the new ones and allow something more aligned to come in. That is the basis of what I'm saying. So, yes, that is all.